are joined by Mark Schultz as we get ready for Christmas in Colby. We're what are we, like 10 days away, something like that?
Yeah, we're not far.
Not far. Excited to have you coming back to town and doing a Christmas show. We'll talk about the show in a little bit, but I kind of want to talk to you because I grew up in Colby. You're a couple years older.
Right, yeah.
We won't get into details.
Let's call it 2 years older.
We'll call it 2 years, yeah. A couple years old, but I grew up in Colby, left, and I came back because of my love for the community and the people here. And I know that you, obviously, your career has taken you to other places, but Colby still has a special place for you.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I think about it all the time when I think about what I'm doing now. I think about what a great place Colby was for me to grow up, just as far as the community. I feel like where else in the world are you going to get to play quarterback on the football team and play basketball and run track and play baseball and do music and all in one spot. And so, man, I look back and I just had some heroes ahead of me in school and some great teachers. And so when I look back, for me, it was the ideal place to grow up.
Yeah, and Colby has a kind of a unique in musical history, obviously, that you're a big part of, but you go into the Samuel Ramey's, and we're seeing some young guys coming out with Brock Wagner, who's going to open for you coming up on the 5th, and there is kind of a cool music history to Colby.
Yeah, it's nice. I think, again, it was one of those things where when I was growing up, I was kind of like a sports guy that did a little bit of music, and then after I decided I wasn't going to be playing in the pros anywhere, I became a music guy in sports. But it was great. It was just a great place to, like I say, to grow up, and you get to do a little bit of everything, and everybody was supportive. And I think about it often, where you grow up is important and where you come from is important. And even to do what I do now, it's fun to hear people say, hey, don't change, just stay who you are. And I think a lot of who I am comes from where I come from.
Yeah, and I know you try to get an opportunity in your family back in the area and see them when you can.
Yeah, absolutely. And my folks moved to Kansas City when I was about 25, which I'm still mad about. But I do love coming back to Colby. I think I remember when they told me they were moving from Colby to Kansas City to be closer to my brother, had just gotten married and had kids, and I was sad. My hometown and my house was still to me my hometown. And even when I think about Colby and coming back for this concert, guaranteed the first thing I'll do when I drive into town, we'll swing by my old house, and yeah, it's just a place I have a lot of great memories of.
Yeah, very cool. So they moved to Chiefs or Broncos fan?
Well, my dad, big time Chiefs fan, okay. And I like the Broncos growing up, and that created a little conflict in our family.
It should have.
Yeah, sure enough.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about first of all, the Hall of Fame. So I know we talk about coming back to Colby a little bit and making a full weekend out of things. The college has honored you. You have that history, obviously, with Colby High School and graduating here, but also with Colby Community College, and they have the Hall of Fame inductions coming up on Saturday, the day before the concert. So kind of an exciting thing for you there.
Yeah, it's really nice. I was surprised by that, and in a great way, and honored. I'm sure when I was going to Colby Community College, I didn't think, hey, I'll be in the Hall of Fame. I'm sure the people that I went to school with didn't think, hey, this guy's going to be in the Hall of Fame, but I'll take it. That's great. And I think one of the things that I talked about this the other day is I thought, coming to Nashville, I used to think, hey, the greatest thing could ever happen to me, the number one goal would be getting a record deal. And if that happened, man, I couldn't want anything else in my life. That would be the greatest thing. And then I got a record deal and traveled and toured for a while. And I thought, man, there's just got to be something more than that. And it ended up me being a spokesperson for some adoption agencies and for some kids who were orphans and just doing a lot of that work. And it became really fulfilling. And I just love that so much. And so I think the one level above my goal of getting a record deal was, hey, you get a record deal, then you've got a platform, and what are you going to do with it? And for me, that was given back to organizations that helped me, when I was 2 weeks old. And so that's been to me the most fulfilling part. And so if I've done anything to get a Hall of Fame award, it would just be not so much getting a record deal. It would be getting to give back to these organizations that are doing such good work for young people.
Let's talk a little bit with you. I know that the adoption stuff, a very big thing for you. It's near and dear to my heart. I'm actually adopting 2 kids on Monday, this coming Monday. So
that's great.
It's something dear to me as well. I know that you have some organizations that you work with on that, and get back to, as you kind of mentioned.
Yeah, I got asked by an organization to be a spokesperson for orphans, and so I said sure, and I went to an orphanage down in Mexico, and it changed me forever. And I said, hey, I'm going to do a tour. Instead of taking a tour bus from California to Maine, I'm just going to hop on my bicycle and start pedaling from California, see how far I can get. And man, we made it all the way to Maine. I say me and my bicycle made it all the way to Maine. We did 16 concerts along the way in 16 different states and raised $250,000 for orphans. And I thought, well, that's as good as it gets. And then my wife was like, hey, we're going to adopt a little girl from China. And I was like, oh, that sounds like a lot. And we did. And it was it was the greatest thing that I ever did. And then we adopted a little girl from the same Topeka, Kansas, and the same adoption agency that I came from. And now she just turned 3 2 weeks ago. And so, matter of fact, you can see them up in the, oh yeah, here, let's just go visit.
There we go.
There they are right there. There's my family. And man, I got to tell you, and I'm excited you're adopting, but going to China and picking up Maya May was the greatest day of my life. And then getting Nebby Lou again was really amazing. And for me as an adoptive kid, who's grateful for the parents I got, it's great. So I'm excited for you on Monday, because that is a humongous thing, and what a cool thing for you to do.
Very cool. Well, let's talk about the show. Let's get in the we'll get in the holiday.
There you go.
We'll go all out here.
Nice.
We'll get in the holiday spirit. Ready
Things
to roll.
Things just changed for me there.
It's like graduation. Flip it over and you're ready to roll. Let's talk about the concert on the 5th. We're excited with the stuff going along with this. We got a lot of fun surprises that night, and some neat things that are going. I see now the tree in the back.
What? I'm gonna join you in this. This is gonna be. We're gonna go all the way on this. No, I'm excited, man, to get to come back to Colby and do the Christmas show. And it's fun. There's going to be some Christmas songs that people know can sing along with. I'm going to sing some of my hits. I'm play some new songs that people haven't heard yet, and of course to tell the stories behind those songs. So it's going to be great. I know that Santa City, I don't think, is open yet back in Colby. So I think we're going to blow it out and make this the go-to event in Colby for Christmas.
So you talk about Santa City because you grew up here, so it goes back and right. Santa City will actually be in the event center where you're performing, because it's.
Oh, is that right? Oh, that's awesome.
So Mr. and Mrs. Claus are going to make an appearance. The kids will be able to actually go and see him that day, and all the Santa City stuff will be in the mezzanine area up above where you perform. So it's going to be on the road specifically for you, so you can take the tour early. And
that's awesome. I'll be there. I will be there. I get my gift request in early before we start.
Yeah, we'll make sure the big guy has time set aside for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I got a long list. So, since we didn't see him last year, so with that. But yeah, so I'm really excited. I know it's kind of fun for you too to get to come back to your hometown, and you talk about giving back and being able to do a show out here, and not only getting to put on a cool event for the community, but for you, I think it's going to be fun too to come back. I mean, your histories, playing high school sports and that kind of stuff goes back to the old community building, and I know you played there several years ago. But now getting to come to this new event center, which has just been a really cool thing for the city of Colby, I think it'd be kind of fun for you too. You'll be the second concert to be held in there.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Like I say, I'm proud of Colby, and I'm really excited to see this new center. And I've heard nothing but great things about it, and that's going to be fun. I've had this, when we talked about coming back and doing this show, I've had maybe the busiest fall I've had in 10 years, just with all of last year's shows booked on top of this year's shows. And so for me, the kind of the what do you call it? The thing I've looked forward to the most after getting through this huge run of shows is getting to come back home, getting to come to Colby and share Christmas with everybody, and that to me is kind of the dessert at the end of this long run that I've had. So I'm excited about it.
Well, Mark, we look forward to it. We're December 5th, Colby Event Center. Make your way out. 4:00 doors open. Mark will be on stage at 5:30, and tickets are still available. We'll put a little attachment up here. You can text the word tickets to 460-0790. That'll tell you where you can still pick tickets up. Of course, a lot of your local churches have them as well, and for buying them through the church, we'll also donate a little bit of money back to the churches for that. So get out and get tickets, and we encourage everybody to come and enjoy a great event on the 5th.
Yeah, I told the band's excited about coming. They were looking on the map, trying to figure out where Colby was. And I said, "Hey, you may have a little trouble finding it, but you won't forget it after you've been there." So we'll show them a good time, and I know people will come out and support, and it'll be a great night. And again, looking forward to seeing everybody that night.
Well, Mark, again, thanks for your time today. We look forward to it, and we'll see you in a week.
Sounds good. Oh man, I'm looking forward to this coming quick. I'm excited about it.
Mark Schultz joining us here today. And again, text the word tickets to 460-0790 and get those ticket outlets.